Demonstrative determiner. They are used to demonstrate or point out a noun, therefore, they are called demonstrative determiners. They are this, that, these, those. For example, that book is mine, those pencils are yours. In both these sentences, that and those have been used to point out nouns, therefore, they are called demonstrative determiner. Next is distributive determiner. They are used to talk about how something is shared out or divided. They are each, every, either, neither. If you are getting confused between each and every, let me tell you, where we know the exact number of subjects or nouns, there we use each. But if we do not know the exact number of subjects or noun, there we use every. For example, each student of our class is participating in this competition. We can tell how many students are there exactly in our class. So we use each. But we do not know how many students are there exactly in our school. So in that case, we use every. Therefore, in the second example, I have used every. Every student of our school is going on the picnic. Next is possessives. They are used before singular plural nouns to show relation or possession. They are my, our, your, their, his, her, its. For example, our school, my books, his car, their relatives. The next point is interrogatives. Determiners which are used before nouns to ask about people or things are called interrogatives or interrogative determiners. For example, what, which, whose. For example, what books does she read? Here, what has been used to ask about the books read by her. Next, which key is yours? The next point is quantifiers. Determiners which are used before a noun to show the quantity of that noun are called quantifier. They are some, any, much, more, little, a little, the little, less, etc. Students, there is comma between little and less. Some. Some is used before uncountable nouns in the sense of a little or in a very small quantity. It is used in affirmative sentences. For example, there is some water in the jug. I want some sugar. Next point is any. Any is used in negative as well as interrogative sentences. For example, there isn't any milk in the pot. Here the sentence is negative, therefore it has been used. Next is interrogative sentence. Is there any juice in the jar? So in both the conditions we use any. But remember one thing, if the answer is expected in affirmation or the question is a request, invitation or an offer, then we use some instead of any. For an example, didn't I give you some money yesterday? Or will you please give me some butter? Next point is much. Much means a large quantity of, and it is used before uncountable nouns only. For an example, there is much traffic on the road. Now, more. It means greater in quantity or number. So, it can be used before countable or uncountable nouns. For an example, we want more help or more students came after the bell. Here, in the first example, it has been used before uncountable noun, whereas in the second example, it has been used before plural nouns. Next point, less. Less means a smaller quantity of. It can be used before uncountable as well as countable nouns. For example, there is less milk in this bottle, whereas in the second example, it has been used before plural noun. Less students have come today. The next point is little. It means not much. It is used in negative sense only. For example, I have little interest in politics. It means I'm not very much interested in politics. Next is a little. A little means some. It is used in positive sense. For an example, there is a little milk in the cup that you can use. Next is the little. The little means whole. The, it means very little. For an example, she poured the little milk which was there in the jar. It refers to the whole quantity. Next is numerals. Determiners which are used before a noun to show numbers of that noun are called numerals. There are three kinds of numerals: definite, indefinite, and distributive. This is the same point that we have done earlier, distributive. So we are going to do these two, definite and indefinite. In definite determiners, definite numerals, there are 1, 2, first, second, single, double, both. Whereas in indefinite, there are some, many, manier, all, several, few, a few, the few, enough. For example, there was lush green. The first point is both. Both is used to say something about two people or things of the same kind. For example, there was lush green both sides of the road. But students, always remember a thing: generally we commit a grammatical mistake. We use the before both, so it is not used. We do not use any article before both. So instead of saying the both children are very intelligent, we say both the children are very intelligent. Next point is many and manier. Students, please rectify this. This is manier. Many and manier. Many means a large number of, and it is used before plural nouns, whereas manier is followed by a singular noun. Moreover, the verb is also used in singular form along with manier. For example, many students were absent yesterday. Whereas if we use manier, though their meaning is same, however, manier is a literary form of many. Therefore, along with manier, both the subject and verb are used in singular form, whereas along with many we use verb and subject, both the things in plural form. Many a student was absent yesterday. So you may say in any of the two ways. Next, all. All is used before plural nouns. It can be used even before uncountable nouns. For an example, all the students are present today. All the milk has been poured. Next is few. Few denotes a negligible number. For example, he has few toys. It means he has hardly any toys, or he has very few toys in negligible number. A few. A few conveys a positive sense. For example, there are a few games in my computer that can keep me engaged throughout the day. It is used in positive sense. Whereas the few means all of them, though not many. For an example, Akshat has broken the few toys he had. It means he had broken all the toys that he had, though they were very few in number. So, thank you, students, for